Da, da, da.
Eat a dick. Ooh.
Ooh, ooh. Wait a minute.
Sometimes it'd be slow like that.
I do. And on my Streamlabs, on my PC, like it gives me a little like countdown thing. It's like, oh, doing this, you're live.
Oh. Yeah.
What is it with HBO making like not well researched documentaries?
What did they do?
The new Allen versus Pharaoh documentary.
Oh, it's not good. It's no bueno.
I don't know what that is.
I don't either.
Woody Allen versus Mia Farrow.
Oh.
They didn't do a good job. I mean, a lot of that's pretty public knowledge, yeah?
Well, the more you research that actual case, the more Mia Farrow looks really, really bad. Like, she looks as bad as, like, Woody Allen marrying his stepdaughter. Bad.
Ooh.
Like you abusing your adoptive kids bad. Like, you
Right.
planning the idea that your kid got molested bad.
Urgh.
Yeah. Like, reading over that shit and watching, like, other shit, I was like, yo, dude, this is some fucked up shit.
Yeah, no kidding.
That is really fucked up.
I have words. Do you have words?
Wait, did
What up,
HBO
Karen?
make the first Britney doc or was it Hulu?
Hulu, but I'm not talking about the Leaving Neverland. I'm talking about
right.
like a lot of these docs, like the thing about a documentary is that like everybody looks at them as like, oh, this is factual, this is research.
Right, 100% down the middle, no
Yeah.
bias. Right.
But no, not at all. Like no, that's not what's happening.
Not true.
Hey, Kara.
Like Woody Allen a creep? Yes.
Yes.
100%.
Absolutely. But did he molest his kid? Nah. Not after all of that. Nah. Not after like that extensive ass investigation and shit. Nah. That was somebody who was Mia Farrow's mad. Like, you son of a bitch, you sat up here and married your stepdaughter, you piece of shit. What's good? People already in the chat.
What
We
up?
and running. What y'all smoking? What y'all drinking? It's about the funny.
The only reason I asked, I thought I saw something earlier today that Netflix is now working on a Britney documentary.
Yeah, I saw that too.
And someone's like, why don't you stop making documentaries and help this poor child?
Yeah, instead of exploiting
Gee golly.
her trauma.
And then I hate that. Like everybody is like, oh, well, now we're gonna make a doc about that particular subject. Like, it's like they gon' you know what they about to do with Britney Spears' whole issue is they gonna turn it into the Biggie Tupac. Like, where you like, how many documentaries do we need on this particular subject?
We got the story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
It's a good doc, though. But yes, help the girl. What you doing? What you smoking?
are we up live on all? I'm not seeing it. Is it up on?
Yeah, you popped up on my
Yeah, double.
you're live on my Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and then I'm going to check the YouTube. Twitch is good. I can see that. Oh, there you are.
Oh, there we are.
Hello. It's Duke Ram Jam.
Dude, Ram Jam.
Duke just moved up a couple spots on my very accurate, always keeping up to date list of friends.
Yes,
He moved up a couple spots. Duke is good people.
Duke is good people. Duke was the real MVP to behind the scenes of this morning's debacle.
Which, I'm sorry, but for comedy drama was taken care of way too quickly and cordially.
I know people are like, wait,
Wait, it's taken care of and no one's mad at each other?
hold on.
Oh, wait.
We can't have this.
I was just getting ready to pick sides.
I know. There was already people like going on the post. I don't know if you saw that. Going on their post to say something. Like, there's already actually who I totally appreciate and love very much for for doing that. Everybody. There was a couple people I feel in the comments. I was just like, "Are you mad at me?"
Shout out all the Facebook watchers right now.
Oh, hey.
Hey, on Facebook.
What's up, all the YouTube watcher right now? Shout out to you.
Dude,
Hello, T.
I fixed the chat. Did you see the
You did?
Facebook chat came up on the...
It did.
Yeah, no big deal.
Thanks, Timmy. You're not useless after.
Yes, I am.
Yes, I am. You aren't. We appreciate you.
The reason why we smoke, thank God I smoked this week. There's always like little shit that be irking me.
Yeah, naturally.
Thank God I smoke. I don't like when I'm walking out the office, the boss want to ask me 1,000,001 fucking questions.
Like I'm trying to leave.
I'm trying to leave and get home to my afternoon smoke.
Leave me alone.
You lucky. I just keep thinking about the fact that I got weed waiting.
Right.
That I'm willing to answer. Don't ask me when you see my cut on, my bag on. I done shut down my laptop. Can you check? I can't check shit.
Nope.
I'm not opening it back up.
You
I put it
probably
to
should have
sleep.
had me check 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
I love that. People used to give me work on like the last day of the month, Friday, like 20 minutes until we had to leave. And I'm like, listen, it's my fault for being like quick on that.
Yeah.
But like, no, you're not gonna pressure me to get something done in 20 minutes. This one broad used to send me like, it would be like 500 lines of work. Can you get this done real quick? It's a lot of copy and pasting. I'm like, yeah, that doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah. It still takes time.
It still takes time.
Yeah. So like for my whole thing of like, because the thing is like now when people are working from home and remotely or or splitting their time in between the office and home or whatever, like I feel like a lot of jobs during like the quarantine and like that, like they forgot about boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not glued to my laptop just because I'm at the crib and working remotely. Like my hours are still 9 to 5.
Yeah.
So like that is,
That's
you
it.
know what I'm saying?
That's what you get from me.
That's what you get.
I've literally, if I got an employee handbook for a particular gas station I worked at for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Does it rhyme with
Weedway.
It sure does, because I sure was. In the handbook, it says that if your manager calls you while you're at home, you're within your rights to ask her to clock you in before you even talk to her and then clock you out at the end of the conversation.
Wow.
That is your time.
Did you ever do that?
Dude, when your manager calls, it's like, hey, can you work at 2 instead of 3? And you're like,
Hold on. Rewind.
hold on. Ask me slower. Clock me in.
Go clock
Ask me
in.
slower. Give me 25 minutes to think about it.
And then I'm going to say no, and then you clock me out, okay?
Right.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Thanks. I was talking about like a company that I worked for when I was a caregiver for a few years. And like, some of those shifts are 24-hour shifts. And it sucks. It sucks huge donkey dicks. And the one day they had me leave my 24-hour shift to drive into the office so we could have our Christmas party. They're like, we have gifts for you or whatever. I'm like, all right, cool. So we go there and they give us a card and it's got like a $5 gift card to McDonald's in it. And I'm like,
Hey, yo, dude. Yo, listen. I would have. Did you just waste my time for a
Yes.
$5 gift card?
I'd have been like, you could text me the number. You could just
Yeah.
text me the fucking number on the card, dude.
Yeah, like that. No, that's unnecessary. As a matter of fact, that is what you leave in the morning before people get to their desk type of shit.
mm-hmm.
Where you're like, yo, here's a little something, something.
Right.
Like this is not
Right.
like you not
You coulda gave that to me when I
premiering a
went to go pick up my-
$10,000 check
When I went
bonus.
to go pick up my paycheck, you
Yeah.
could've just handed that to me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, like that shit. Like I remember when I was teaching, they had did this whole thing of like, hey, we want to, celebrate our teachers as doing great work or whatever. Now, to me, that's whatever. Like, we're just supposed to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? So one day, I was working with a student. He really needed a lot of help, but he had practice, whatever. I was like, I'm going to be here until like 5 o'clock or whatever. So, like, just come back. And he was like, all right, cool. So he came back after his practice, and we worked on stuff until like legit like 6:30, 6:45 or something. And which is totally fine. I was at work working on some shit, so it was fine. And then I got nominated for like this whole like great teacher bullshit. And the reason why I'm saying this bullshit is because number one, I didn't care about like that student needed it, whatever. But the other thing was like they made this big deal about it, and I had to walk up to the stage to get a mug. I was like, fam, you could have put this in my mailbox
Easy.
with like a note and a sticker, and I would have appreciated just as much more than having to walk up on stage to be like, eh?
And I can see KB being like, I stayed an extra hour for a student. Throw it over her shoulder and then just walk off stage.
The fuck?
Yeah, I was just like, dude, like, come on, like, I still like that moment is, and shout out to my friend who nominated me. She's like, no, you need to be nominated. I appreciate the gesture,
Fair,
but it was
fair.
just the fact that like the motherfucker, like, it was like, come up here and get this award, and I'm like, dude, like, give me a $50 or $100 gift card, not a mug. That
What am I gonna get with a $5 gift card at McDonald's?
two
Coffee.
McChickens,
Coffee for 4 days.
two McChickens, and a small fry.
You ain't even give me enough money to get a meal. Get out of here with your $5. I don't think I ever spent it.
I like when they be having bonuses and shit. Like the upper part of Mater's and shit be having bonuses, and you're like, they're like, yeah, we're able to get bonuses because of you guys, da, da, da. And then they throw you like a Rosati's dinner party at lunch. Like they're like, we catered because you guys like, ooh,
Get Rosati.
shitty mastacholi
They
and
got
leftovers.
14 Little Caesars hot and readies.
Yeah, yeah. They got the mini subs from fucking Jimmy John's and shit. They like, we balled out on you guys. Like,
Oh, okay. Thank you so much.
I remember my brother was working at this one factory, and it was predominantly Latinos, predominantly Mexicans that worked there. And one day, the bosses got like this huge ass bonus, so they were like, yeah, you guys, lunch is on us. And then they ordered from like this Mexican restaurant. And my brother and some of the Mexican dudes were like, yo, fam, we eat this every day. Like, this is not, you're not.
We didn't need this.
Like, no, like we can open up our lunch boxes and show you
This is what we
tamales and tacos. Fam,
what
like,
we
we
already
did.
have.
We already had this. We did
brought
not
this from
need to-
home.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, my grandmama make this shit better than the restaurant you got this from,
Oh.
fam. Like,
Oh, wait.
like, what are you doing? Jobs should be happy people smoke.
And be allowing it. Don't threaten me with your drug tests. Bullshit. I used to get $5 Starbucks gift cards as a bonus at work. Thanks, I don't drink coffee. Yeah. You're like, wow. Let me get a fucking, what do you get at Starbucks? I mean, tea?
A
I guess.
cookie. I
But
don't
you
even know if $5 will
you
cover
still
that.
use the $5 gift card and then have to bust out your own fucking money.
Ooh, that be salty. I don't like it when people give you gift cards and they don't write the amount on there. Nah, if you gave me yo, if I gotta call that little number to check my balance and it's $5, I'm slapping the shit out of you. The next time I see you, I swear to God, if I gotta call.
A girl at work is known. She is known for this. For your birthday and shit, when she gives you a gift card, you have to check it. You have to check it. She will write an amount on there. It's not the amount that's on there. It's usually $0.00.
Damn.
Yeah. And you'll go to whatever fucking store with this gift card all excited, and they'll be like, there's the $0 balance on this.
There's 14 cents on here. You used the rest of it 2 days ago.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, wait, I
Yep.
just got this today.
So a few different times at work, like she got me a gift card for like getting something done for her or whatever, and I'm like,
Let me check dude. That's so shady, though. Like that's so bogus, bro.
Oh, to
like,
her, it's really funny. She thinks it's hysterical. She thinks it's like a really funny prank to do to people. I'm like, that's really shitty. It's a really shitty thing to do to somebody. She'll give you like a stack of gift cards, and she'll be like, one of them has money on it. There you go. That I'm like, okay, all right, that's fair. That's yeah. There's negative $30 here. You owe us
Yeah.
money.
Here's the bill.
somebody said $10 Meyer cards. Yeah, bro. Like they be super. I'm like,
What are you getting?
dude, and this is fucked up to say, but have you ever worked at a job and you pocket watch your job? Like, how the fuck are y'all paying for this bullshit? But we can't get it.
Yes.
I be doing that shit. Like, I be like, oh, you got a new car, huh? You can afford it.
Mhm. I'm like, why does the company have a vehicle like that the boss only has access to, like as a caregiver when she's only working in the office? How come none of us can use that vehicle? That's a weird thing to do.
Yeah, yeah. That shit is wild.
It's insane.
So that was
All
our
these people are lucky we smoke weed.
yeah. All these people are lucky. All them jobs and everything. Every single last one of them. You were lucky that I smoke weed because the shit that it bring weed like weed will let me let go of the pettiness. Like once I get home and able to smoke and everything, after all of that little shit will kind of slide to the wayside.
Yeah, that's
You know
why
what I'm
I say
saying?
I have to go adjust my attitude.
Yeah.
Like, let me go fix myself real quick so I don't get too angry. I did do that this morning. That's why the comedy drama was resolved so quickly. I'll tell you that much right now. Because Tim, when you texted me,
Mhm.
I was like, nah, I can fall back asleep. It's fine. And
I
then I'm
did.
like, but why the fuck's Tim texting me? And so I finally open my eyes and I look and I'm like, well, what the fuck? It was a text showing me that somebody had an open mic with the same name as our open mic, and I got up and I said, okay, before I do anything crazy, let me smoke this here bowl, and then reach out to some people, and that's what I did, and it was resolved immediately, before people even woke up.
Yeah, probably.
I
I didn't even know there was drama.
I did get petty though. I don't know if you saw it. I got
Oh.
petty in the post.
Oh, I didn't see.
You didn't see it. I said somebody had suggested that they go blow up the comments of that post. And I said, I can't tell you what to do. I'm just telling you I wouldn't be mad. I said, like I shouldn't be mad at the amount of comedians here that knew about this mic who didn't say anything to anybody about it. I'm like, but you know, what can you do?
Blow. Blow. Yeah. Yeah. So for all y'all on notice and alert that we know that you knew,
We know that you know, and
motherfucker.
you knew, and you didn't say nothing. Why? Just say something. That's all.
See something? Say something.
I was going to say that, and I was like, poor taste, Amy. You don't say that. But then Tim did it for me.
You're welcome.
We got some. I'm excited for this episode.
I am
Katie.
too.
We're bringing back some things.
Yeah. I got my words ready.
I got words too. Tim, you want to come
Oh.
get these words?
Yeah. Yes, I do. Thanks, Adele.
Woo! Thank you, Adele.
No, we ready to turn up with y'all. We got out our grievances. We about to go into the happy corner, talk some more shit, roast some more little buddies
Oh my goodness.
with bad haircuts, looking like the blob in the airport.
Oh, you guys are drinking.
I was nice, wasn't I?
Yeah, we both were.
Okay.
I don't think I trust the way you said that.
Yeah, we were.
No, you're good.
We both were. We both
Oh
were.
God. I'm trying to like put these up so I can see them, and they're not in the way.
Roast them LBs, them little buddies.
Hell yeah, there's a man. We need a whole roast, a good roast episode on these motherfuckers.
Okay.
Like this is There's been a lot of shit. I'm roasting deadbeat parents today.
Ooh.
Because I stumbled upon a post that just.
Did it get you? It obviously gotcha. A little bit.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, I'm fucking ready.
We ready?
I'm ready. I'm already ready already.
I'm already ready also.
KB, you already ready already?
I'm ready already.
All right.
Already.
Let's do it. In 5, 4.
Ready.
It's time to laugh, 'cause boredom is just torture. KB and Amy have what the doctor ordered.
What are you doing?
Pull up but share, it's the happy corner.
Welcome everybody to the Happy Corner, and we are turning up because it's just the two of us. Well, the four of us. Hey, what up, everybody? Welcome to the Happy Corner with KB and
Aimee.
we got our sound audio engineer Timmy. And we got our thought in the audience, Adele.
Hey, Adele.
We got y'all in the chat. What's good? What's good with everybody? Y'all need to tell me what y'all drinking, what y'all smoking.
Yeah.
Y'all know the drill. I don't know why I have to ask this every fucking week.
Ooh, KB getting mad.
I'm sorry.
Can you please
Wait,
tell
I need
us
to
what
smoke.
you're drinking, and can you adjust your
I need to adjust my attitude. That's
Well, I
what
thought we got this out
Yeah,
of the
but
way
we did.
at the beginning.
we
of the
did, but then I didn't know that me having to ask them every week what. That's gonna be my. Y'all
was
lucky I smoke. If I have to ask y'all every week, what
T
y'all.
was real quick in the chat. She's like, cake and Chem and bourbon.
I love you guys.
No spaces, no punctuation. That's what I'm
Smash
talking,
those
man.
buns. I'm so sorry.
Sorry, you guys. Sorry. I just be so lit for Sundays. Sundays the fun days.
See, they wait for you to ask. In fairness, KB did ask in the beginning, but you guys were probably getting all your stuff together. In their defense, that was a pre-show. They
My
were getting
bad.
stuff packed, ready to go.
Yeah.
It's all right.
It's all right, you guys. It's all right. Guys and gals, and non-binary, and
All-inclusive.
all inclusive at the Happy Corner here.
Always.
We got I like the color scheme we got going. Got the purple.
And
Good.
whatever this is.
Yeah.
It's like a greenish blue. I
Yeah,
guess.
like a poppin' neon turquoise. I like it.
If you guys look in the channel points in Twitch here, you can always change the color of our lights, the name of the Timmy Cam. You can make us do all sorts of things.
Yeah.
Great. Great. Grand. It was Amy, wasn't it?
Yes.
Because we both were nice this week.
We were.
Right. What was it?
That's so funny how KB's like looking in the total opposite
She's
direction of
acting
Amy when
like-
she says that.
She's acting like Hooey. Like when Hooey does something wrong, he will not look me in the face.
Looking directly at you, but
Okay. What was the word? Do you know? Do you remember? No, don't let her do it because she'll give away the
yeah.
other one, probably. What was
Yeah.
it, Timmy?
I believe the word you said was like.
You said you were nice?
Yeah.
Oh. Define nice.
You gonna feel nice after this? You gonna feel nice after this podcast,
All
honey?
right, that's fair.
That's fair.
I'm drinking Malort out of the Rugrats today. It's a little baby shot. I'm not going crazy.
No, yeah, you're good. I ain't gonna do that to you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'm fooled every week into thinking that, like, you'll be nice. I can see how I've said one of my words already.
Hey, did anybody listen to the new Foo Fighters album?
I listened to some of it. I didn't actually, no, I did have it on in the background.
Okay. The reason why I asked was because I saw an article that came out about the most hated bands in rock. And it was like the list was interesting. Like the number one was fuck, I can never remember their name.
Nickelback.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
They are the most hated band, probably.
But the thing was like the list was like it came out this week. and this is a head writer. This is some new shit. And what's interesting to me is that there was nothing from like 2010 and up. Like rock, what happened to rock and roll? Like what happened to rock
They
music?
just
Like there,
stopped.
like
band
yeah,
stopped?
yeah, like no 1975s. Not even London like the Strokes or any. It was very interesting to see that. And then when you go to, I don't know, I just feel like rock music is like super.
Is Foo Fighters on this list? Is this
No.
why? Oh, okay.
No,
Okay.
they didn't make the list. Like,
Okay.
but like
That's
what
why
I
I
was
thought you brought
saying
it
was like, it made me think about like the fact that like, and like what happened to rock. You know what I'm saying?
What happened to a lot of music? I don't know if you guys saw. There was a Brandy posted something this morning about like the fall of country music. Not that I've ever loved country music.
I saw that too.
But
that
after
was a good.
9/11.
Yeah, that was going to segue to that. Yes.
Yes.
I saw that as well. Like, they were talking about like the perception of what country music is, and the thing about country music is that, and this is, I've always thought this within the past few years, I noticed that the country artists, like from back in the day, they talked about shit, like they actually like talked about their experiences growing up in Appalachia and shit like that, or just being like fuck you to the government or whatever they needed to say. And now country is like so corporatized and they're pandering.
Oh, for sure.
It's like these motherfuckers, I'm like, dude, like y'all didn't grow up on farms.
None of you. Not
Like
one
y'all
of you.
are not, like y'all did not, you know what I'm saying? Like country has to get to a point where it's like all it is trucks, chicks, beer.
Yeah, it became very politicized.
But Burnham has like the perfect song about it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's literally about pandering. It's literally about pandering to their audience.
Like I have heard that, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, dude, like, and then the person who broke that down, on their Twitter and talked about how like a lot of it stemmed from like the Toby Keiths and people like that who were very, oh, we're gonna pull, this quote unquote faux patriotic bullshit
Yep.
and defining it under this country mess. And don't get me wrong, there's like the Sturgill Simpsons. There's those people out there that's actually doing country in a different way, but like a lot of it, the things that they like hold up as like because people, like, I remember I got in an argument with one of my friends. She was like, oh, rap doesn't talk about shit. That's the reason why I listen to country. I was like, country doesn't talk about shit either.
No.
I was like they talk about the exact same shit in every fucking song. And this is obviously not talking about those outliers that are like,
Right. Right.
but
But the ones that are making the charts, the ones that are that are succeeding in it,
Yeah.
the ones talking about this, like, yeah, it got very political after 9/11 with everything that was going on, and it was
And my whole thing was like, I'm not taking any advice from Toby Keith.
no.
Like, he had a Jerry curl mullet with highlights. Like, that is to have a combo, a trio of hairstyles,
Frosted tips.
like in one hairstyle like that. Like, that is amazing, bro. Like, to have your hair like yellow, but your beard dark as fuck. That shit always like that.
Toby Keith.
Toby Keith, man, what the fuck? I saw that shit, but yeah, I was like, both of those kind of made me like, what's going on with those genres, man? What's going on with music? Period.
Why does it go into why Nickelback is so hated?
They didn't go into why Nickelback is so hated, and I'm trying to figure out why Nickelback is so hated. Why do people dislike Nickelback?
I think Brian Posehn had a bit about this, and he was one of the first people to like rag on Nickelback kind of like as a meme, and I think from there it just picked up. They're just so easy to meme and hate on.
Well, I mean, they didn't get popular because people hated them. People fucking
That's
loved
what I'm
Nickelback
saying.
at
Yeah.
first.
That's what I'm saying. Like, when did it become like, okay, we just are we shitting on them because they making money now?
I don't know.
Are we, you
I
know what I'm
don't
saying?
know why
Are we
we're so
shitting
much-
on them because who they demographic is?
I don't know. The chick who beat my ass one time is a big Nickelback fan. That's where she was coming from when she kicked my ass. She was coming back from a Nickelback.
Oh, she was all jacked up
She
after
was-
seeing N back. And
Yeah,
she
she
just
had an NB tattoo on her titty. She had a Nickelback tattoo. She loved her some Nickelback. And then she whooped my ass with a skateboard
and then you had a Nickelback tattoo
Yeah.
backwards on,
on
your,
my face.
What's so funny about that is that I bet you the women fans of Nickelback, they can brawl. Them the bitches that's getting in a fight at a bar.
Right.
Those,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think their demographic that likes them is what turned people against them.
Yeah.
Like, you know some Karens that listen to Nickelback.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
sure.
that's they shit right there. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I think for them, it might be just their demographic. And like you said, it was easy. Because before that, it was Coldplay. Coldplay caught them strays.
And I still love Coldplay.
You know
I've
what I'm
cried
saying?
to Coldplay. I've done it.
Everybody's cried to Coldplay.
I hope so. We can be
Everybody's-
united with that. Nickelback is. I can't listen to Nickelback without just fucking cracking up now. They Tim knows why. They played Nickelback at my uncle's funeral.
but like, dude,
It was like
They were like-
went up there and they're like,
Yo,
okay,
fam.
we're gonna play this next song. This is a song that Rick loved. It was
Look
his-
at this
no, 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 no,
photograph.
no. It was his
Every
favorite
time
song.
it does, it makes me laugh.
He said
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Rick really related to this song and it spoke to him and meant a lot to him. Okay, so that's how they started off. All of a sudden, there's never made it as a wise man.
dude, and they like they sprinkled that shit in with like Amazing Grace, like Nickelback. It was like it was like him, Amazing Grace, Nickelback. Like that shit was sprinkled in.
Yo, dude.
So Tim sat behind me. And like I'm trying not to laugh. It's my fucking uncle's funeral, right? I'm
Yeah.
trying not to laugh. I had to like pretend that I was crying. Tim's got his feet. Tim's got his feet on the back of my chair, and he's just fucking drumming on my chair, just fucking getting down, like fuck yeah, like he's feeling it. And so I'm laughing even harder, and I'm just sobbing into my hands. It was the most awkward.
Fam,
fucking
you
shit.
know, at funerals, this is, I don't know if anybody's been to a funeral where, like, you sad that the person gone, but I got to a point at two of my uncle's funerals where I was like, is this church or is this a fucking funeral? Like, can we go bury this motherfucker already? Like,
Oh, I've been at
like,
some long ass funerals. Where
I'm like, bro, like, don't let a pastor just get on a roll. Like, they make it about them. They
oh,
about to
no
go.
doubt.
And in Ecclesiastes 2:16, it stated that the Lord. I'm like, what the fuck
No.
does it? Like, my uncle hasn't been in church since he was
Yeah, I was gonna
17,
say, you
fam.
ever been to one of those where you're like, the person in this casket would not be cool with this, like not
Like-
even a little bit.
Like,
I was just talking about like people who like are coming up on like some very scary life experiences and they don't know, and I understand like getting faith to kind of cover all your bases. You know what I mean? Like, I understand that. I'll never forget my Aunt Gloria gave my grandma a bottle of holy water. Okay. And it sat on a shelf collecting dust for the longest time. And I was taking care of my grandma. And my Gloria called. She wanted to come over. And my grandma's like, go pour out some of that holy water. So she thinks I've used it. And I was like, this is why I fucks with you, Grandma. It's got to be me. I'm the one talking. God damn it. Is it me?
Yes.
What was your other? Look at me,
I don't
KB.
even want to say this one. I can't look at you. on this
KB.
one.
KB, look at me. Look at me.
I can't even look at you on this one, fam. I
Amy,
can't.
the page of Amy's words literally says, so like.
She knows how many sentences I start with. So, like,
I stopped saying listen after people was hitting me with the listen, so I don't even use it no more. But nah, man, hey, I'm ready to put the body in the ground, and the pastor is still going. I'm like, fam, Like the repast food is getting cold. Like,
We got to meet at Marishka's after this. We have an appointment for food. We have to stuff our faces. That's what my family does. We go to this local spot called Marishka's. The local people know what that is, but it's got really good morning food.
yeah,
Like you're like, oh, I'm sad, but this poor boy is delicious. You know.
yeah, yeah. I don't. Yeah.
So like, cheers. I never thought you would just lie straight to my face like that.
I've been working on it for a long time. I took all my tips from the young man that gave us Jackie Norton from. Wait, hold up.
I don't know. Where am I?
I don't know. What are all these lights in this microphone?
Oh, hey, look, Kara said smoke up in the chat, guys. Like, we got to smoke. Like, trying to change this.
Let's do that. Man, we've covered shitty bosses, shitty jobs, benefits, shitty music.
How is everybody's mental health doing? Good as we head towards the fucking.
You know,
Because this is like a triple, and we do have Nitra calling in today.
yes.
And one of the things that we wanted to talk about, and it's good to have Nitra's perspective. Nitra's in Houston right now. One of the things, and this has got to come to like a. But can we talk about Texas?
Yeah, we could talk about Texas.
Where do we begin with Texas? First off, shout out to bro. Sending. Can we just do our rose to get into?
Yeah.
We'll do our.
We're gonna
rose.
give a rose real quick.
So our rose for this week is to all the people in Texas. Keep safe, stay warm, and to all the people that are donating, to all the people that have fundraised, that are putting their feet to the ground to really help people. Shout out to all of those people. Just because, for a lack of a better term, the government fucked up hugely, bigly, and those people don't deserve that, not in the least bit. All the hard work and money they put into paying rent, paying their utilities, making sure everything is paid so that they could get service, and then they sat up there and did those people like that. So, like, shout out to all those people, and I know there's been different funds, and I don't know. I just and if you know anybody down there, just make sure you're checking on them and make sure that they're good and everything, because that is just. That is an ultimate failure, and the one that, and so like, yeah, that's our rose for the week, is for those people. On the flip side to that,
Who's gonna eat a dick today? Who's gonna eat a dick today?
Hey, who's gonna eat a dick today? Who's gonna eat a dick today?
What?
Ted gonna eat a dick today.
Who?
Ted gonna eat a dick today. Rick gonna eat a dick today. Rick gonna eat a dick today. Texas government gonna eat a dick today. Texas government gonna eat a dick today.
Anyway.
Eat a dick. Ooh. All right. So, with that being said, on the flip side of that, rose to all the beautiful people of Texas, your government elected officials need to get their ass whooped publicly. Like, I haven't, like, you know how they did Gaddafi? I want where they just beat his ass throughout the streets,
Yeah.
until he got to where he was trying to go, or whatever the fuck. They seriously need to do, us being like, oh, we have morals and all that. No, the fuck, y'all don't. 'Cause
Where
y'all
are
just
they?
let motherfuckers just freeze and
Where are they?
all
And you
that type.
fucking leave. And then you leave and you come up with some poor ass excuse. He said, well, my girls they were scared to fly, so I.
This motherfucker is bitch made. How you gonna blame your fucking kids when the airline? This is how. You want to know how people don't fuck with you? This is how much people don't fuck with Ted Cruz. When that motherfucker said, "Yeah, yeah, I was coming right back. My girls just don't fly," by whatever that bullshit excuse he was making up. The airlines was like, "Nah, you changed your ticket."
Nice.
Lying ass.
As they should.
It's like, "Nah, fam, you changed your ticket after all this shit came out. Like, don't try to pretend."
I
like,
know, because the text messages, someone showed some receipts too. That's what fucked up. Yeah, he blamed his kids and then he blamed his wife. His poor wife, she can't get no defense. None from her husband. This woman.
He's
You need
throwing
to-
her under the bus left, right, and center, man.
Right. No
Don't-
problem.
Y'all acting like she ain't got side dick. I seen his wife. She got side dick. She
Yeah.
gotta have some
Better.
side dick.
I
I hope she.
so.
I hope there's
I-
a Texas cowboy just railing down good and proper on her.
I hope when when
Proper.
Ted Cruz hit it again, he was like, "My dick don't fit quite right. Like, what's going on? Like,
There's a tiny cowboy hat down there. What's happening right now?
yeah, who been blowing out your back? Who's been sinking in this kitchen? Like, what's going on? What's going on? Like,
Yeah, she better be getting it.
dude, they had. This is some of the most fucked up shit that I've ever, like, some of their excuses was beyond me. Like, did y'all hear about the mayor of that one city that was basically like, y'all some lazy motherfuckers, y'all
Yeah.
need to pick yourselves up by the bootstraps? And I was like, they don't even have snow boots, sir. Like, how
Yeah.
the fuck?
They weren't ready.
They don't got shovels. They don't got good tires. They don't have water. They don't have electricity. They don't have shit,
Nothing.
fam. They don't got a goose blanket. They don't have a
They weren't
coat.
ready.
They don't have a winter coat. They ain't got none
And
of
they
this
can't
shit.
go anywhere to get anything because you don't have fucking plows.
Infrastructure to plow through the shit, but y'all got trucks.
I said,
Hey, y'all tape like 4 shovels in front of them big ass trucks and get to work. If y'all motherfuckers can't figure this out, that is the
Something.
biggest fair. Y'all need to eat all the bag of dicks. And the fact that it happened in 2011, and at that time they was like, yeah, maybe you guys should winterize your shit. And y'all was like, nah. I said it's like when a motherfucker decides not to pay for car insurance and then gets in a fucking car accident, like, and now you looking around like, I gotta pay for it. Yes,
yes.
it would have been cheaper for you just to winterize the shit than to have to pay for this.
In the first place. And they're finding all kinds of ways to blame. Listen, we have wind turbines here. They have wind turbines in Alaska. We can winterize this. Like, we can still make this work. You fucking
Not to mention, renewable resources only 10% of their electricity because it's
Texas
fucking
fucked themselves.
Texas.
They fucked themselves. You guys know our producer is from Texas, and I have had this conversation where I'm like, how do you guys not have, like, you've seen now that you guys get snow. It's happening. It's unavoidable. You're getting snow now.
You got to believe in climate change first for you to make any adjustments. That's the first part. You
Yeah.
got to believe, like, you know what I'm saying, like that actually exists.
They called it global warming for too long. That's what fucked it up. They're like, it's not warm. Like, no, climate change. Climate change.
Yeah, wait. See, you know who? See, this is, and see, they called it global. This is me going down a conspiracy. If I was a right winger, they called it global warming, right? To fuck us over in the end. Who was the head of calling it that? Al Gore. Al Gore, Democrat. It's Dem's fault. There it is. Boom.
There it is. Boom.
There's your new conspiracy right there. It's fucking Al Gore's fault.
We can blame Al Gore. That's fine. I'm fine with it. Ted Cruz he should eat all the dicks, though. That is, when we were talking about it, we're like, obviously, Ted Cruz needs to eat all the dicks. And let's clarify in our stream here that not Ted on Fiction. We would never make Ted on Fiction eat the dicks. It's Ted Cruz. You don't represent all Teds.
No, yeah, Ted Cruz specifically, but like every politician who gave no fucks. This is because this to me this is not like California where it's wildfires, and you like fuck. There's wildfires. This is more like Flint to me. This is the government
Just not
purposely
giving a fuck.
not giving a fuck
Yeah.
and saying to hell with the people.
That's a lot of fucking people.
Go
That's a
big or
lot.
go home.
That's a lot of people.
All right, Texas.
Calm it down, Texas.
Yeah. Y'all haven't figured that shit out. It's a damn shame. And then I loved watching people argue with people who live by like wind turbines who are like, no, we get negative. No, like they here too. Like they in Antarctica too.
Mm-hmm.
And so are the solar panels. Like that's how they get majority of their energy up there. So
Snow actually helps.
yeah. So no, that's not. That was easy. Like nobody was buying that bullshit.
The mental gymnastics to put blame on anybody but your own people. I got a problem with.
Facts.
Timmy texted me yesterday and said, "Hey, I got in on this post. I think you'd be proud of me." And I went and looked it up, and I was pretty proud. But I was like, man, this local education sure is showing.
Yeah. They're not the
My city is not known for its good education, and it shows.
Well, it was an older gentleman, and he made, and I had seen a couple already, but I kind of ignored him. But he made one of those. Okay, yeah, we can put stuff on Mars, but you can't turn on a light switch in Texas. And I'm just like, well, NASA is run by some of the smartest minds across the entire world, and Texas is run by Republicans. I don't to me, it's pretty simple math.
The math checks out.
Yeah. Indubitably. Indubitably.
Hit that. That was one of her words.
Yeah, okay.
Awesome.
We'll give it to you.
You thought you could get me,
But you got me.
but I got you. Indubitably. Why don't you drink some of that The Rock tequila?
I don't want to drink Sterling's tequila.
He left it on the table for you.
Oh, really?
Probably.
I'm not going to do that.
Probably. I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not going to do that to him.
I would.
It is some good tequila.
I don't.
But I'm not going to say the name of it again because The Rock needs to pay us. Because look at all the people we got in this chat.
Look at all those people.
Look at all these people, all of y'all. The
We're
Rock.
going to go out and buy this tequila because we said so.
Yeah.
And they'll tell 3 friends, and they'll tell
Yeah.
3
Yeah.
friends.
Our pyramid scheme is
He has a new TV show. Did you see that? The
No.
Rock?
no.
I didn't watch it. I was just like, who asked for this?
What- What's it on?
Like, I think NBC, ABC, one of them.
Okay.
But I was like, why does The Rock, like, who was like, oh, I want to know how to, like, we know your dad was a wrestler, then you became a wrestler.
Yeah, there's documentaries on
There's
that.
rockumentaries on
There's
there.
There's
Rockumentaries.
rockumentaries.
The Rockumentary.
Like everybody hates Chris. I like the concept of that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it ends right as he starts stand up in his teens.
Perfect.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't. So that's interesting to me. But The Rock, I don't.
You don't need it?
I don't need it.
Maybe some people need it.
Okay. He seems like one of the nicest, happiest.
I started a new show.
What show?
Maybe it's not new, but when I was at the tattoo shop the other day, they had it on. It's called 60 Days In. Have you seen it?
Yes. Oh my God. Yes. Yes. Can we talk about this show?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm only on season 2, and then I've seen like a bunch of the season 5. I had a lot of questions. Did you see season 1?
I did not see season 1.
Okay, so season 1, I mean, we're on season 5, so it was a bit ago. But one of the first participants in it was Muhammad Ali's oldest daughter. And I'm like, how are you going to do this? Okay, so for those that don't know, 60 Days In is a show where participants, they volunteer to go into, I would assume, different jails. They can't stay in Indiana for very long.
Yeah, they have different ones. They go to different places they go to for it. Yeah.
Okay. So basically these participants go in and they pose as inmates, and they try to get information not only from like the inmates and like what's going on, how drugs are getting in, like stuff like that, but also like the COs, like because there's a lot of fucking crooked ass correctional officers
Yeah.
who are they're helping get drugs in some of these cases, or cell phones or whatever. So yeah, I finished season 1. Muhammad Ali's daughter is in it. She had to like change her name for the show. There's
We only know Layla. If it wasn't Layla Ali, it wasn't like somebody was gonna be like, "Ooh, that's Muhammad Ali." Don't.
well,
like,
what had happened to her during her season is that because they got the TV on, and a story came on about her dad, and they started showing pictures of him like with, and it was like it was around the time that Trump was like trying to ban Muslims from coming in.
Okay.
So Muhammad Ali had like put out a statement, and the news channel was like showing pictures of him and his family, and she was sitting there like, oh fuck, I'm about to get busted. But yeah, it was a whole thing, and she actually, because not everybody knows that other people are in the program with them in these cells. Some people have figured out. The women seem to always figure it out, but
dude,
the men don't. But
have you?
So well, there was a problem between two of the women that were in the program and Muhammad Ali's daughter. They did not like each other, but they did not know that they were all in the program.
Okay.
So the one woman that was in it is this woman, Tammy, who was this like older lesbian cop who was in and out of like foster care.
Did she start shit?
Oh, all the fucking time.
I swear to God, if you name your kid Tammy, they are going to start shit.
Oh my God.
Every Tammy that I fucking know.
Wait. Hold on.
Holy shit.
Do you remember me telling you about the gift card thing earlier in the show?
Yeah.
Tammy.
It was a Tammy. It was a Tammy.
It was a Tammy.
I swear to God, every
Some of them.
Tammy that I have came across has been into the causing the most drama and trauma and bullshit. I swear to
She
God, if
was
you
a
name your
cop.
kid Tammy, if you name your kid Tammy, just know.
Tim, I'm just thinking of all the Tammys that we know. And it's correct.
I
like
like this
not,
theory. This is
not
a sound
wrong.
theory.
Not wrong. Like, I can't prove you wrong right now. I can't. But she just like started shit. Like all the fucking time. Ooh, Nitra's calling. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, Nitra.
How are you guys doing out there in the Midwest?
We're doing great.
I'm glad to hear that.
How are you doing?
Yeah.
Listen, I am alive. You know, this past week has been a trying week for the city of Houston, Texas. Well, for a lot of cities in Houston. I'm sorry, cities in Houston, cities in Texas. So this week I've had no water. I've had no power. And the government had the audacity to do what they call rolling power. So what they were doing is, like, we had power from 9:30 p.m. until 10 a.m. and then it would cut off again until 9:30 p.m. the next day. So it's like, what in the hell? Like, how are you rationing power to people? But downtown Houston was like 4th of July. It's like, how the hell does downtown have power, but not the rest of the city? So, yeah, but you know, it's cool. I'm so excited. We got the busted pipe fixed in the crib. So my mama don't have to take whole baths in the sink no more. Oh, glory be to God. I was so mentally disturbed by,
Yeah.
you know, she got arthritis. She got rheumatoid arthritis. That leg don't quite lift up like that no more. You know what I'm saying?
Can't hack it up on the
So,
toilet
no.
seat like you
You know
need
what I'm
to.
saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
it's crazy. I was like, I can't have moms in here taking, she in there taking a bottle of 16-ounce water. That thing ain't,
Yeah.
no, you need two 16-ounce bottles
Right.
to
Right.
get that thing right.
Yeah.
I was like, I was the opposite. I was like, screw that. I'm just gonna have to be musty. I'm not moving around because we had no power, so there was no electricity to warm you up. So it's 19 degrees inside and outside. You know what I'm
Sheesh.
saying? So my thing was because everybody was like, you lived in Chicago. How did you handle this? Nigga,
You
we
had
went
heat.
inside.
Yeah.
We were inside. We were never look,
What the hell?
because in the Chicago apartment, once they turn the heat on, nigga, you are living in the devil times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially on the south side of Chicago, nigga. They cut that heat on, and you is in there. You try to open the window to cool off, and you fucking
Yeah, it's a
freeze to death.
sauna.
So yes,
Yeah.
man, shit. But I missed it for them days at 19-degree weather. The inside is cold. It's cold and dark. That's how bad it was. Like, yeah, yeah.
Mm.
I heard some people were shitting in our boy. I didn't have to put my semi thick ass on a plastic bag and shit. We had continual. We had decent like water supply, but well, not supply because we had the neighbors crazy ran his fucking hose across the way for us to fill up the so that we can have water,
Oh, that was
not
nice.
the toilet, the bathtub, so that way we can be able to flush the toilet. So
Yeah.
I mean, but yeah, you know what? Guess what? It's 73 degrees today. Like it wasn't trying to kill us on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and it's 73 degrees outside today, y'all.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mona's very temperamental.
Damn.
That's yeah.
Yeah,
So
she
I don't
be
know.
on one. Yeah.
Listen, I'm just glad I made it. This lets me know that I can do anything, and that the Most High
Hey,
is the best.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
say this, Nitra. I swear, like, I wish that we could really live how we wanted. Like, I wish we could treat politicians how, like, certain groups street, treat street justice. Because I really want to run up on Ted Cruz and just give him the hand
Yo.
so hard, fam. Like, I really do. Like, I've never
Someone
wanted
should.
to punch somebody in they face. I would, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm
He
going,
totally did a George W. He was in Cancun living the cold part is he knew the weather was coming and he decided to protect his own. That's cold
mm-hmm,
blood.
mm-hmm,
So,
Yeah, that
so
was
yeah,
cool.
he's been an ass for a long time. So hey,
yeah,
he's one of the good old boys that Trump was talking about. Y'all know that.
Yep.
yeah,
Y'all know that. But in other ratchet news, I ain't really got shit for y'all because I just started getting adequate internet service,
for sure,
and
for sure.
I'm in my homegirl house, and she live on the 38th floor. Like I am looking down, like I feel real bougie up here. Like, oh God, I just feel 38th floor, y'all. This is
Damn.
crazy. But the only ratchet really celebrity news I got is Kodak Black ugly self has gotten engaged. He got a little 19-year-old girlfriend. She cute. I
Mm-hmm,
think he's trying to be cloned like Gucci Man. Remember
mm-hmm.
Gucci had his little down chick, and then he came out of prison looking normal. Before he looked abnormal.
Yeah,
But when he got out of prison, he looked normal. But there is no way in God's green earth will Kodak Black be able to ever look normal.
yeah,
That is one of the most obscene living creatures.
fam. He is literally walking around with Lisa Simpson's hair, literally. Like Kodak Black looked like a little chocolate thugged out Lisa Simpson. I'm like, what the
Yes,
fuck?
he does. Yes, he does. Then, yeah, and uh, I, I really don't have much, but except for I just, ugh, he's just so not easy on the eyes, like the grandma used to say. He's
Right,
just
right.
so visually challenged. He's just so. How is he maintaining them gold teeth in his mouth in prison? I know he got to have had a cavity at some point. Uh,
Hmm.
how? I don't know. I don't know. Listen, I am on the 38th floor and I am high as hell. Now I'm indoors
Literally and
because
figuratively.
I'm so high. I'm too scared to look over the balcony. Like that's I'm high. Like I'm like I can't look down. I'm gonna fucking throw up everywhere.
Yeah, don't do that. Well,
So I'm excited for y'all.
we wanted to we're glad you called. We wanted to make sure we were just talking about Ted Cruz eating all the dicks and
Yeah.
wishing everybody in Texas the best
Mm-hmm.
because this
Yeah,
shit is
we're
crazy.
slowly. Yeah, you know what? Texas, Chicago just only knows cold weather. They're known for snow. But literally, Texas is known for being hot. It is literally known for flooding to death.
Yeah.
And now it is going to be known for this extreme coldage that we experienced this week. I think we've covered everything.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think I think Texas has covered it all.
yeah, I think so too. Damn.
Yeah. So yeah, we still hold it down. That's what we do down here. I still ain't coming back to Chicago till it get warm. Screw y'all.
I don't blame you.
Shout out to all y'all. Shout out to everybody that's been trying to book me. Hey, no, I'll see y'all in. I'll be taking bookings in Chicago in June,
That's fair.
late June. 'Cause,
Late June.
Because
this is
in the
ridiculous.
Midwest, out of Chicago, like, you'll fuck around
Unpredictable.
and snow in May and shit. And
Right.
you like, get the fuck out of here. It's
Yep.
Mother's Day.
Right.
Right. No, I experienced freaking 30-degree weather on June 2nd. I'm like, yo, this is June. Like, why? I was so mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's, yeah, cold is nothing that you want to ever do. But yeah,
No.
I think that's probably the worst natural disaster because at least with the hurricanes, like sometimes you don't lose power. I'm really over here contemplating. The moral of the story is it was cold as hell, and I was just praying. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's crazy. I had on every article of clothing I owned, fashioned or non-fashioned. I didn't give a
I
damn.
feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you
I
on that.
still was cold. I was wrapped up. I was dressed like Bernie Sanders in the living room, wrapped in 4 blankets. Okay,
You needed the
so
mittens.
Yep.
and that shit didn't even work. You still was fucking cold,
Yeah.
even having all that shit on. So, but I just want to give a shout out to the MVP, the number one stunner in my life besides God. So technically, they is the number two stunner. I want to give a shout out to Mr. Eugene. That's the name of my 2000 Honda Accord that kept me charged up.
Yeah.
She kept me warm for hours at a time. I was like, damn, I can't just let the car run for 2 hours. So, and I smoked a lot of weed that week. I was like, fuck it. If I'm gonna be cold, let me be cold and high. You
Yeah,
ever
I
been
would
so
too.
cold that you ain't high no more? Like
Yeah.
that's how
Yeah.
cold
Yes.
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
But
I've
guess what?
had I've had cold weather ruin a hive real quick. So
Mhm.
Yeah, couldn't even get high. I was like,
yeah.
what in the heron is this? So
Well, we're happy you're
this
safe.
phone.
Yeah.
Thank you
We're
so much.
happy.
I
No more whole
appreciate it.
baths.
No more hoe baths.
Man, no more whole baths 2021. That's the nope. As a matter of fact, speaking of whole baths, Timmy, are you there?
Yes, I am.
No, okay.
He was trying to make
I
the
just thought about,
connection.
I was just, thinking about all the hoes that took baths inside of Speedway. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a quick little hoe bath if it ain't ever.
Mhm.
Like, y'all, and then y'all had to go in and clean that shit. Like, ooh.
Not me.
All
Not
right.
anymore.
Oh, I forgot you was not. Oh, wait. Are we leaving the hot dog
Are
and
we?
large
Are we?
We left.
Yeah,
Yes.
we done left.
100
We
and
done left.
now
Yeah.
I wanted my own franchise, man.
I know. I know. Well, before we do that, we gotta infiltrate corporate and teach them to treat their people right. Cause, yikes, that place
Oh
sucks.
wow, we gotta do like on Coming to America. They had McDonald's. Now we got McDonald's. We gotta have not
Weed
not
sway.
speedy,
Weed
not
sway.
speedy. What Weed sway. You
Yeah.
gonna
Yes.
mix up the letters.
Yep.
Works for my brain.
Oh my goodness, that's
Your
hilarious.
convenience store, it's
Y'all,
weed
well, y'all
sway.
enjoy the rest of y'all Sunday. Sunday. You got a commercial for it and everywhere. It's weed sway. It's weed sway.
The
For
convenience
everything is
Store,
store.
love.
it's weed sway.
I'm too high for this, man. Listen, y'all,
That's fair.
y'all enjoy the rest of y'all's day.
Thank you,
Alright.
I,
Mildred.
I will see you guys when it gets warm. I make sure to give everybody a hug. Timmy gets a slight hunch. But the rest of you, I'll see you guys soon. Okay.
Sounds good.
Alright, you
Later.
take
We
care.
love you.
Hit me with it, Amy.
Bye.
Bye.
That is so fucking funny to me. Bye.
She's like, click. Hit me with an Amy. I got
But
you.
yeah,
Me
shout
for
out
what
to
you
those
want.
in Texas. But back to Tammy's. Tammy's.
Fucking Tammy's. And it's not like a specific spelling. It's all the
It's all
spellings.
spellings. Dude, you could do one M, one I.
Yeah.
You
This
could
was
do-
the chick on 60 Days In was a TAMI Tammy.
You know what I'm saying? Tammy,
Mhm.
regardless. Like,
Doesn't matter. All Tammys.
fuck all Tammys, fam. Y'all are the most aggiest motherfuckers ever. 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 There are certain names that just have a certain personality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What else? Is
Like,
there one you
if
could
your
think of?
name is Chauncey,
I don't know anybody. What's a Chauncey personality?
like, he wearing boat shoes, like, he wearing some Sperry's. He got soft color shorts. You know what I'm saying? Like a salmon, a baby blue, a turquoise,
Yeah. Pastels.
butter yellow.
Butter yellow.
You know, shit like that. Squash.
Hayden, Aiden, and Caden. The fucked up thing is you can spell all of those names 1,000 different ways. I don't know any Haydens. I know an Aiden. I don't.
I know some Aidens and Jadens. They all biracial. They are. I was like, was that in a biracial name book or something? Like, why are all y'all Dens? Like,
Den.
Aidens,
That was a theme
Jadens,
for
and
the longest.
Aidens and
Mm-hmm.
all that
Think about it. That was a trend for the Jaden, Braden. I don't know. There's a ton. There's a
I
ton
remember
of
when
Dens.
Brandon and Brendan were popular.
Brandon and Brendan. Brendan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew some Brendans and some Brandons.
Remember when the name, this was a good 80s name, Stacy.
I know Stacy. Stacy's my cousin.
I got a cousin Stacy and it's a boy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we knew a Tracy that was a boy.
Mhm.
Yep. He wasn't a very good. I don't think I know any cool Tracys.
That was my uncle. That was the one with the funeral, and he had an eye patch at the funeral, and like my goofy ass was like, he needs a little parrot, and my mom was like, shut up.
We've had our family funerals pretty much at the same places, and the same uncle who played Nickelback at his, like, he's been at the funerals previous and like knocked over flower arrangements and just like been hitting on people like.
Hey,
come-
somebody said, what about the name Timmy?
What about it?
Dude, the name Kimberly, like Kimberlys are always are there's a dynamic to Kimberlys, I feel like.
It's probably why I don't call you that.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard
There's
me
kind of
call
a
you
bitchiness to Kimberly.
Kimberly? Yeah.
There's kind of a bitchiness to it. But
I don't.
nobody,
I feel like Amy's don't have a good rap either.
and yours is spelled with the double E.
The double E.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's spelled phonetically.
Aim.
Amy. If you have a name where it can be spelled a different way, the different spellings of your name become your arch nemesis.
No, I got mad. I got mad at this one girl because she was, when I was teaching, she was spelling her name a different way than was on the fucking thing. Her name was Ashley. It was ASHLEY. On the
Typical
attendance.
Ashley.
Typical Ashley.
Yeah.
And then one quarter, she starts spelling it ASHLEE. And I was like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, when the fuck did I get it? I was like, and then, dude, I don't know why. I don't know if people got into the difficult spelling of names or something.
Mm-hmm.
Because then she starts spelling it, I bullshit you not, fam. ASHLEIGH.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the girls on the show.
And I was like,
60 days in.
get the fuck out of here,
There's
fam.
two Ashleys.
Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, you doing too much.
Yeah.
You doing too much, then.
I did try to spell my name AMY when I was like first in school. Like first, second grade, I was trying AMY for the longest. I was kind of mad at my parents for doing that to me because someone yelled at me for it. Like, and I'm like, I didn't name me.
Yeah.
Don't yell at me. Yell at my mom and dad. So I would AMY it for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I just went back to. Now I embrace it. I like it. But I'm cool with AMYs because that's the pretty typical name.
Mm-hmm.
But AMIEs are my arch nemesis.
Ammie.
Ammies.
What's up, Ammie? Ami? Am I?
Someone asked me once how I pronounce my name. And I'm like, you know, how it's spelled. Amy.
There is I don't like when people end up with like these super biblical names, but it be names that you're like, what part of the Bible was that? Like, why did you there's this set of twins, really pretty girls in college.
Mm-hmm.
One name was Sarah, the other name was Hagar.
What? They really wanted, they were experimenting, right? They were like, let's see how this goes.
Like,
let's see how this goes.
Like, fam,
How did
like,
that
what the
happen?
fuck?
How did that happen?
Then when I was teaching it, there was a set of twins called their names
They
were
were called. Dr. Deadtree wants to know who the cooler twin was, Sarah or Hagar.
Sarah was a bitch.
See, I know some bitchy Sarahs too, and that H makes a difference. Did she have an H or
H.
not? I know some bitchy Sarahs with H's.
It was TODAE today and TAMARA tomorrow.
Tamara. Today and tomorrow.
Yoinks.
At least it's like on theme. But they have to be a team for the rest of their lives.
They sound like a bootleg DC duo. Like, coming in to say today is today and
tomorrow. It's today and tomorrow.
Like, dude.
Everybody claims that they went to school with the twins, Lorangelo and Lamangelo.
I thought that was just a
Arangelo.
meme.
Everybody claims that they went to school with the twins. I swear, like my brother claims it, my oldest brother claims it. I saw like some like comedians claim it. I'm like, did these kids move a lot? Come on. But it is a meme. People be lying.
There is these two cute black boys, but they were bad as fuck, and they were twins.
Mm-hmm.
But they had badass names. Like, I was like, dude, that is so. It was Blair and Blaine.
Blair and Blaine.
Yeah.
It sounds like fake names like we give to Blim Blanigan. Blair and Blaine. Their names are Rare and Rain.
Dude, no, for real, like, just seeing different names is always really dope. Like, I like seeing somebody have a name that it doesn't look like that should be their name. Like, I called out Zachary Marziotti or some shit, and it was a black kid. No bullshit. I was like, wait a minute.
I dated a black kid named Keith Arbuckle. Nobody thought that was a black dude when I
No, it doesn't sound like it at all.
I watched this YouTuber named Gus Johnson, and he has a brother named Thor and a brother named Sven.
I watch Gus. I didn't know that. That's kind of neat.
We had Jawan Parker in my English class.
You guys don't know
Asian.
the struggle of having your name misspelled like that. I mean, your last name, I'm sure people mistake your last name for your first name.
Fam, oh my God, dude. The amount of, like, I had one person be like, oh, you're one of those people with 3 first names. And I'm like, yeah.
I guess
And
you are.
then every time I drive down Marion to get here, I want to
Yeah.
steal that fucking sign.
I know. I want to steal it. I want to steal it for you.
Like,
I am
every
embarrassed
time.
to say how long I lived here before I realized. I'm like, oh, Marion. Well, you fucking dumbass.
I had a professor call me Marion for a semester, and I turned in my final. He goes, oh, your first name is Kimberly. And I was like,
I thought you was just calling me by my last name.
yeah.
Yeah. I would have thought that too. I was the only one not called by, like, everybody else got called Blaze in school except me.
Amy.
I was Tim's little sister.
Oh.
Freshman and sophomore year. And then junior and senior year I became Amy. Spelled Amies incorrectly. That's the most common one, I think. I can spell, they'll be like, how do you spell it? And I'll be like, Aimee. And they'll be like, Ami. And I'm like, no, not what I said. AI. Aim. Like you're aiming.
Like you're going
E.
down a roller
Yeah.
coaster.
E. Without the W.
I was watching an old episode of Jerry Springer,
Mm-hmm.
and
Uh-oh.
there was a chick on there who was a lesbian who had a pregnancy scare. So she was there to tell her girlfriend, like, oh,
I'm pregnant.
I think I'm pregnant.
Uh-oh.
So her girlfriend comes out and she's like super mad or whatever, and they standing up or whatever. And the girl, her girlfriend, like the cheater, she cheated with her girlfriend's brother.
Oh, no.
Yeah, right. And so what I love about this is, dude, like, we have had the greatest lies. Like, we've had some interesting lies told on this show.
Mm-hmm.
But I love liars and cheaters that, like, their loop of logic is so incredibly dumb. So the girlfriend that got cheated on, she was like, you know, I can't believe you're upset about it. It was just one time, didn't mean anything or whatever. And then she was like, yeah, but she's like, all right, but she was like, did you tell him about how you had cheated on me, but previous? She's like, yeah, but you always checking up on me. You always want to know where I go. And she's like, yeah, because you've cheated. Like, it's
Yeah.
because of those actions.
Right.
And so she was like, okay, but when was the last time that I cheated? And she was like, Christmas. And she was like, all right. And she was like, did you do that? Did you cheat? She was like, I did that. I did that. I did that. But before that, though,
Before that, when was the last time?
and what's hilarious about that is that I have been bumping into a lot of people with, but before that. No, if I go to the pinpoint moment of when you fucked up,
Right.
you can't be like, okay, yeah, that happened.
But before
but
that,
before
but before that, when did I fuck up? Before that, when did I fuck up? Tell me before that.
like, that was 2 months ago. So, all right,
Nope.
but before that, like,
No.
bam, no, you can't. It was great.
That's the. I feel like everybody probably been cheated on, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. That's the word. Like, to come back from that.
Pam. Like, here's the thing about. I once again, I have been the side piece. All right,
Knowingly.
knowingly, I knew. Yeah. You could go back to episodes of this podcast when I
Mhm.
talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
But like, one of the things that for me, it was always like, well, that's your relationship or whatever. Like,
None of my business.
none of my business. On the flip side to that, the when you assume that that person has their shit on the up and up. You know what I'm saying? When you're the side piece and you playing the side piece roles, you know the side piece rules. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like when you do it what you think is right and they break the rules or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So like there's that whole aspect of like cheating, of like understanding what it is for some people. Some people might have a relationship where they can step
Right.
out. That
Right.
that is a part of their relationship. You know
Right.
what I'm saying, or whatever. But to me, if I'm in a relationship, I'm not doing that.
Right.
When I'm in a relationship, I lock it down, and I have been cheated on, and it was twice. Yeah, I got cheated on twice, and both of them I found out, and I was just like, damn, like you didn't even, well, 3 times actually, and I was like. Like every single time, I was like, "You didn't even have to do that shady ass shit. You could have just talked to me."
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yep. I got cheated on a couple times.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did you find out and did you put it on?
I walked in
Oh, that's right. You did
Christmas
bust
Eve.
in. Yeah, that
Christmas
Christmas Eve. Yeah.
at Christmas morning. Yes.
What was the other one after that? But after that.
After that, I mean, but after
But
that,
after that.
I got cheated on with another chick that a dude worked with. That like they always like come to tell you like what a fucking piece of shit this chick they work with is. They're like, "Oh, this bust down, she's a dumb bitch." And then so when you find out cuz she calls the house. Oh, she calls the house and asks for him, and I'm like, "Who's calling?"
This is the bust
The
down
bust
dumb
down
bitch
from
that-
Wendy's.
that works with your boyfriend.
So yeah, I got caught up then.
You know what
that
though?
one. That was the one. Remember, I think I've mentioned it on the podcast where he like took her out on a date and they went to Kmart where he bought my Christmas presents and pretended that they were his kids' Christmas presents. So did I talk about this? Like, so he got me some like little kid shit. Like he got me a Tamagotchi, which I was fucking stoked about, but it was. But it was easy for him to tell the bust down from Wendy's that it was for his child. Yeah. Yo. That was that time.
Yo, but nah, anytime I've been cheated on, honestly, it's been like, kind of like, oh, well, I kind of expected that type of behavior, low
Yeah.
key,
Yeah.
because there was a time in my life where I was at like, probably from like 27 to 31, 32. Every chick that I dated was 22 to like 25.
That'll happen.
I was like dating, like there was a period of like, and then I remember like one of my friends was like, we were in a car smoking or whatever, and she was like, so how old is your girlfriend? I was like, she's 22. And she's like, damn, you like them young, huh?
You're like, oh shit. Yep, I guess I do.
And I was like, this is what I said back. I was like, they like me.
What's your cutoff now?
Now?
Yeah.
22, 23.
22, 23 or what?
Nah, like 27, 28.
That's fair.
Yeah. 27, 28 is my cutoff now. If I what's interesting is last year there was this I did a show with Adam Gully on Valentine's weekend.
I remember this.
And it was after the show, and this beautiful woman walks up to me and she's like, oh, it's great. And she's like, why don't you put your IG into my phone and I'm going to follow you. You're going to follow me and I'll message you. And I was like, all right, cool. She was smooth as fuck.
Yes.
She was cute as shit. And And so then we started talking or whatever, and then she's like, "Yeah, I'm preparing for finals," and I was like,
What finals?
And I was like, really, what do you study? She was like, oh, yeah, I'm getting my BA and da-da-da. And then I started, like, looking at her page, like, closely. And I was like, oh, my God. Fam, she was 21. I was like, nope.
You're cute.
I was like, I can't. And then she was like, does the age difference bother you? And I was like,
A little bit.
Just a little bit, because it's like, yeah.
I notoriously do not date people younger than me.
You're younger than my youngest sibling, who's 23.
Yeah. That's my other rule, that I don't date dudes who are older than all three of my brothers. So my cutoff upwards is 44.
You know what, though? I don't know what it is, though. And this is not, and don't worry, I don't have any, like, scandals coming or anything like that. Like, but, like, I had to preface.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know what it is, but I've always ended up attracting younger. Honestly, you know who? I get a lot of guys too, and I'm like, but are you really gay though? Like, do you? Really,
I know. I've had dudes. KB, we have done lots of shows together, lots and lots of shows together, and probably a few times, dudes have asked me if you were really gay.
And so, like, I'm like, dude, like that
like,
shit
really
is so
gay or
like gay or super gay? Like I'm
like,
trying
is she
to.
just gay on stage, or like
no lie, fam. Like I like the amount. I'd be like, no, like we was just talking about that beautiful woman, how we like to both eat her pussy. Like, yeah, you like that too? Yeah. Like he looking like, oh man, threesome. Like,
No.
like, and I'm like, oh wow,
twosome. Us
Me-
two.
Yeah.
You're not even involved.
Yeah.
You
I
can go
don't-
home.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not even needed. That has been, do you know how fun it is to be out with guy friends and them trying to get the attention of a woman, and then you get the attention as a woman from the woman, and they're like, wait. And I'm like, yeah.
That has also been something that I've witnessed doing a show with you. There was another comedian on the bill who took a liking to you.
Yeah.
And the producer of that particular show, like, is a good friend of ours.
Mhm.
And I was, like, over talking to, like, a bunch of his friends that were at the show that had a good time.
Mm-hmm.
And he was over there, too, for a second. And he turned around and he saw you talking
Mm-hmm.
to the chick.
Mhm.
And he's like, oh, I'm going to go help Kim out. And I'm like, you don't need does she look like she needs your help? I'm like,
did she drop something?
so
What's
it
happening?
became it became my job then to wingman you in a way to just keep this person away from wingmanning or trying to wingman you.
Yeah, it's always, it be killing me when dudes really fuck up the vibe. Like when
got
a girl is like, and then they almost insert. And then sometimes I feel like, are you like, this is not a competition at all. Like, we're having just like a good time and you're inserting yourself because you need attention right now. And because I hang around a lot of guys and I've seen that happen a few times, or I've seen it a few times where like girls have gotten handsy with me, you know? And I remember some guys were like, holy shit, dude. And I was like, yeah, I don't know, she's just drunk or whatever. Like, and they're like, no, man. Like, and their mentality of like, is this competitive shit? And I'm like, dude, like, slow your roll.
Yeah.
Relax a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
the reason why she's chilling and talking to me is because I'm not acting like an idiot. That's really what it is. It has more to do with that as a human being, more so than just the law of attraction of trying to, you know.
Yeah.
connect with somebody like that. Like that's
On the straight side of things, I've gone to shows with other females who have asked me to not be as funny so that they could try to get with another comedian. I'm like, no, I'm just gonna do my set. What do you want me to do?
yeah,
What do you want me to like fuck up my jokes? I'm not going to. It was a shit show anyway. We had an audience of like 5 people.
yeah,
We
yeah.
made it work, but I wasn't gonna fucking sabotage like the shitty chance I already did have at doing well at this set
Yeah.
to make sure that you could possibly get laid.
Yeah. And the other thing is with Amy, talking about the wing person, that is a necessary person to have, though. The wing person.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes you do need that to keep sometimes your own friends from fucking shit up
Mm-hmm.
or from, like, just really bad interference.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know how to do the wing person.
I'm more of
Properly.
and I did that night. I didn't come over by you until like you were like, hey, let's have a drink or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I didn't come over till that moment. I
Yeah.
was like, let me take cue. I'm a wingman who takes cues.
Can I tell you that that young lady
Mm-hmm.
and Miss Janelle Banks, who was on last week, they met.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that
How'd
was
that go?
awkward.
How did that go? Yeah, because she was from out of state.
Yeah, so I went. You guys want to hear this story?
Yes, please.
All right. Do you get to hear KB fumble like a fucking idiot? So, and so at the time, me and Janelle were broken up when that show happened.
Yes.
And so I was like, oh, cool. So I started talking to this comedian, and she is from Baltimore. And we were messaging back and forth or whatever, and and then once me and Janelle got back together, I stopped talking to Cynthia.
Yeah.
You know? But I was still like her posts about doing comedy and stuff like that.
Right. Right.
Because she's a comedian, she's funny.
She is funny.
And so I there was a queer LGBTQ comedy festival in Louisville, and my girlfriend at the time, Janelle, was like, "Oh, we should go to it or whatever." And then I found out that comedian
Was there?
was there as well, and so I am like trying to avoid any interaction because
Right.
like I kind of had to drop off from Cynthia immediately once you know what I'm saying,
Mhm.
like just out of whatever.
Yeah.
And so we're at this bar and the show is over, Cynthia's performed, Janelle is out like talking or whatever, and then she comes up to me and she's like, hey, how's it going? And I'm like, oh, great. And I'm just off chilling by like literally there's nobody around me. And I'm like, oh, it's going, good. And she's like, oh, are you doing shows out here? It's like, no, and out of nowhere, Janelle appears. I don't know where the
Oh
fuck.
no.
It was
She scoped it. She saw it.
bam. I don't know where. I
We
don't know.
see
It was like a phantom.
We see
Like
it.
it was like
Yeah.
some Scooby Doo shit, man. Like, oh my God, she just appeared.
It was,
She.
I see it. Yep.
And so she just appears, and then she goes, Janelle goes, oh, are you good? To me, and I'm like, yeah, I'm good. And then I go, hey, I'm here with my like, and then Janelle goes, girlfriend.
Oh no.
And then Cynthia goes, girlfriend. She did one of the
Oh no.
Yeah. It was girlfriend. Oh.
Girlfriend.
Oh. And I was like,
Oh, awkward. Oh, awkward.
and fam, like, respect to both of them. Both of them great comedians,
Right.
really dope people. It was just me being a dork, but
Awkward.
it was just definitely awkward. Like when when a woman tilts her head that hard and goes inflection up,
Oh
like,
yeah. Oh. Yeah.
real like that, it's like, oh shit, like, the fuck, like,
Yeah.
like,
You know.
yeah, that was,
So did you get questioned?
yeah,
Yeah, I bet you did. I bet you did.
yeah.
Why she say girlfriend?
We had to drive back to the hotel after the show because where we were booked, our hotel was like a good 20-minute drive from Louisville on the other,
Oh.
like right on the other side, on the Indiana side.
Naturally.
And so, and then I had to drive back. You know what I'm saying? Because performing and whatever. I was like, I'll drive or whatever. And so I'm driving back, and she was like, so.
Oh no. Oh no.
Pam, I was sitting in that car like, oh my God, like, and then here's the other thing about that, like, bumping in and out with her, was that not only did I have to like drive back to, you know what I'm saying, to back and forth to the hotel and hearing that, but then like to have that replay in the car for 7 hours because
Yep.
we had to drive back home.
Right.
And so it was just like, yeah, so, and it's like, what the fuck can I do? Like, what can you do? Like, you should be happy I smoke.
You would just have to be like, honesty. Like, hey, I was talking to her and then we got back together.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kara redeemed us taking a shot. How kind of her. Cheers. You did hit a word earlier.
Yeah, what was the word that I hit?
It was dumb, which was like the logic of yeah. Right. And then T was very nice and redeemed 50 points for a hydrate too. So that was very kind.
That was very nice. Thank you.
T redeemed hydrate one time, and I took a sip.
I'm hydrated. Makes sense to me. Makes sense to me.
Hell yeah. We've been having a good time.
Yes.
I kind of want to do one segment and then maybe Deb. Are we cool with that?
Yeah. Do you have one in mind, or do you want to actually roll?
No, I actually want to do the age one again.
Okay.
Can we pass?
What, you want Timmy to get one?
I want Timmy to think of a number 1 through 10 and hold it for a second.
Yep.
All right.
I got it.
And hold it for a second. Are you holding it?
Yep, it's on
Hold it
hold.
like a baby.
I'm holding it like a baby.
18 and 5. Is that what you landed on? I can't hear me.
Yep.
Can you?
Yep.
Okay, there I am.
18 and 5.
Uh-huh. And then what?
Timmy, what's your number?
My number was 7. That was the number I was holding like a baby.
Math.
Okay, so 30.
So me 4 years ago?
Yeah. Dirty 30, baby. How many people in our chat are over 25?
I'm going to say
Is everybody over 25?
most, if not all. Most, if not all. Yeah, I don't think our demographic is younger than 25.
That's cool.
Yep.
Y'all are giving us numbers and everything.
30. Where were you at 30?
30. I could tell you, oh my God. You know what I was doing at 30, no lie? At 30, I was 3 years into comedy, and I was back teaching, and I was, honestly, that's when I started partying, like, super hard, is at 30. Like, I had years of responsibly partying,
Mm-hmm.
and at 30, It
just
got a
went
little.
wild.
It got a little. It got a little reckless.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like, cause all of my friends lived in the city, and we all had money, and because we had money, we partied every weekend, like every weekend. Like if I wasn't doing comedy on a weekend, then I was partying.
You were partying.
I was partying, and if I did comedy, I was partying at comedy.
That's funny.
Yeah,
I feel like
I did a lot of drugs. I did a lot of
lot.
drugs, a lot of drinking, a lot of drugs, a lot of like just irresponsible behavior. I don't know. I had a midlife crisis at 30.
I did too.
Yeah.
I was kind of doing the same thing. Like by 30 I had been doing comedy for a few years. And I was married, but I think like on my way out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're pretty close to.
Yeah.
And so I was like, yeah, I think that was around the time I remember I chopped all my hair off.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was like going through a midlife crisis.
Yeah.
And when I said that and people were like, "You're 30." And I'm like, "Yeah, and not confident
Yeah.
in how long I'm going to last."
Yeah. Yeah. I was.
At this rate.
Yeah. I think that my 30-year-old me set up me to end up in therapy. Like 30-year-old me got like, man, I was just living really, cause like I said, I was making pretty good money, and then I had summers off,
Yeah.
and so them summers like,
Grind doing comedy and having drug money.
yeah,
Yeah.
like I was getting pretty lit, and
Yeah. I was frequenting the Drunken Donut for live music.
those was
days
some
that we
ecstasy
weren't doing-
years.
I was going there on Wednesday for open mic. Like I was like, damn, oh, okay, Amy. Like you gotta work in the morning. Calm the fuck down. I was a little bit reckless.
And there were times where I did go out like on a weeknight knowing I gotta be up for work, and I would do like the double shower. Because I knew I would like reek if I didn't. So I would like get home, shower, and then wake up, shower.
Yeah, because you like sweat it out.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
but it was, I was living pretty, and the thing is like, I was keeping my job shit together for the most part, I thought. until you crash and they like, nah, bitch. You thought it looked together.
It was not.
It was not.
No.
But yeah.
30 is like, it's scary. You're leaving your 20s. You're like, oh, I gotta fucking be an adult, but I want to be reckless for a little bit. So I'm thinking that that's like a pretty normal thing that can be like very midlife crisisy.
They call them quarter life crises now.
I'm not, like I said, I'm just not that confident.
Quad life trio.
That's probably midlife, if I had to guess. I wasn't very nice to me over these last 34 years, you know.
Wait, Kara said my dirty 30 was lit, but there was a pact not to speak on it.
Yeah, it sounds like it must have been lit.
I worked in healthcare though.
And managed artists
in quotes. She had some strippers. Like she was managing some strippers. Like
That's fine. No we don't shame.
We do not shame at all.
Not shame on the Happy Corner podcast.
Have you ever seen like male strippers? Like have you had like the whole male stripper experience?
Not like a pretty tame one in Boys Town. Nothing like, there was no like dick swinging in my well, there was dick swinging in my face, but nothing crazy.
Let me tell you something.
Tell me something.
As a lesbian who has been to too many bachelorette parties, birthday parties, where they had a male stripper.
No thanks.
First off, the male stripper always wants to come in. Like, I'm like, you're ignoring everybody else to come bother me. Like, why?
Leave me
Why is it
alone.
me? What is it? Do I have like?
They want it.
Oh,
Want a piece of KB.
No, I think they have Gator, and they're like, let me see if I can.
He's the same little buddy that's like, is she gay or is she like gay gay?
She gay on stage or or what if he's just gay too and he just comes to you and he's like, we're in this together.
If I'm not going to enjoy this, neither will you.
This sucks for the two of us, doesn't it?
Like, fam, but like, so I've been to a few where, like, all right, so I went to one up in Lake Geneva with the homegirls or whatever, and I was like, this is corny. My one homegirl was like, this is gonna be super corny because it was like a strip club. The bottom half was chicks, and I was like, oh, I want to go to that side,
Right.
because I was like, dude, that like, I don't care if you're straight or gay or whatever. Watching women strip
It's great.
is more fun than watching dudes.
I prefer my strippers female.
Yeah.
I do.
Like, straight up, it just looked like dudes is like whatever. They do a couple of backflips
the
and
helicopter
lift
thing,
you up in the chair,
yeah. Okay.
doing bench presses and shit.
Right.
Like, they just working out.
Right.
You know what I'm
It's a
like,
quick
this is-
workout.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So this club, apparently, the dudes couldn't get hard. Like, they had to keep their dicks flaccid when they perform. So,
Just what I want to see.
yeah, I was like, who would have
Is
seen
your floppy flaccid dick in my face? What the fuck? And I'm not even allowed to do anything to it to make it bigger and stronger. What do you want me to? Ugh. Just hang and wang.
and then like it was like their barber up there stopped cutting hair in 1996. It was like, y'all getting these haircuts. Because all of them, like, they would have been like, dude, like, one buddy still had the barbed wire tattoo.
Yikes.
You ain't made enough money to get that covered up yet. What does that say about you as a stripper, sir?
Fam, I was like, fuck no. I was like, this shit is corny. And then what was funny was like two of my homegirls who like appear a little bit conservative or whatever, but they was like, dude, I'd rather watch the chicks that watch this shit. I was like,
Yes, go
that's
downstairs.
exactly.
If the option was there, I'm sorry, I would probably like, I'm going to go use the bathroom and then go downstairs.
Fam, do you want to know how trash the dudes part was? The women had the bottom floor, which was like this, like 4 different stages, like little go-go pits off to the side. The dudes were up this narrow ass stairway.
Like, we keep them in the attic.
Dude, their whole space was the size of this fucking basement. Like, it was
They don't got much to work with. They're doing push-ups off the wall.
Well, they're not hard, so you can fit more of them in there. Smush them in real good.
Nuts to butts, fellas.
Yeah,
Nuts to butts.
you ain't gonna feel nothing.
and I was like,
So, like, what happens if they start to get hard? Like,
An alarm goes off. The horny police show up.
Planet Fitness. If you put the
sir, I
equipment
need you to
down
step
to
off the stage. Your dick is hard. I need you to step off the stage.
I'm
That's a
making
violation.
more money. They like have a shot collar on your dick.
They find them every time they get hard. We saw you.
The
We're gonna
horny,
have to take a percent.
the horny police walk up and take $3 out of his G-string.
They put a flag on the play. Oh shit.
And so that was one experience.
Okay, so bachelorette parties. Like, I know that if you hire a stripper for a bachelor party, like, she does some crazy shit. Is it the same kind of
Wait,
shit?
baby. No.
Is it the same?
Bam. All right. No. All right. So So that's the whack going to the strip club to see dudes strip. They strip shit is whack. Now the private parties. Okay. Now, I've had both where I've had strippers of women strippers
I
and
feel like
male
we should be
strippers
taking notes.
at the private parties. Now, dudes at private parties, they do make sure that
There's no rules.
there's
They
no
can,
rules.
Their dicks can get hard.
Yeah, and they let you feel it. Like they drape it across your leg. When like you can
Sexually assault you is what you're saying. Do you have to sign a waiver to be sexually assaulted before this? What do you mean they drag it across your leg? I'd be like, what the fuck? Like it's a slug. Like, what the fuck? Okay, so what else do they do, KB? They drag it across your leg. Do they like hit you in the face with it?
No. But then and they stay hard. Like, and their whole goal is like at the private parts, they dicks be having like little costumes. Like like fam, like they stay hard and like they dig, like they'll have a whole theme for their costume and
Like
then
a magician.
yeah.
Like,
And
why'd you disappear?
he's got
And
a
so
little cape
they
on
little
it.
dick suit will match. They don't.
He's like a ventriloquist. A dicktriloquist? Is that what he is? Okay.
And so then they do like flips and like they grind on people. They let they dicks graze across your leg and shit, like all that type of shit.
Till
Like
they're
the one,
finished or what?
and then they do the whole like little body roll. They might lick your ear, some shit. So they do that little bullshit, you know what I'm saying? And like, and I don't know what they take to make sure that they dicks stay like, cause like they keep it firm because the costume, like the little dick costume,
It's not gonna work on a
it's not
flaccid
gonna work
dick.
on a flaccid dick.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So they do their whole routine or whatever. And yeah, it's a lot of acrobatics, and they strong as fuck. Like them
Right.
dudes be strong as fuck. Now with the women at a private party, women do different tricks. Like I saw this one chick. Her whole thing was like she did her body rolls and her lap dance and all that shit. But then, like the icing on the cake after all of that shit was that she would put ice cubes in her pussy and shoot them out.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I was like,
This is the things I've heard. They're like ping pong balls.
Yeah.
And they'll fucking shoot them at your face.
yeah.
Yeah.
And she got a good velocity on them.
Good for her. She
Yeah.
could do it her Kegels.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you want dynamic entertainment at your private party for a stripper, I would go with a woman because they're gonna do different tricks and shit.
Yeah, way more impressive trick.
And like they good for hiding
I
shit
don't
up their
need
pussies.
anybody
They always
to
bring
graze
really good
their-
toys.
I don't need anybody to graze their dick across. I don't need it. It's not something.
I was just trying to go to the bathroom. I don't know what's happening right now.
This is not what I asked for.
Yeah. But yeah, that was interesting. And like I said, the few times that I've been to parties where they had the stripper, like the guy stripper come at the private party, they've always spent way too much time on me, I felt like. And I was like, dude, like, please.
You're wasting your
you
time.
please. Just, and the fact that, like, your dick is,
On me?
yeah, is...
Get yo, little buddy off my leg. Please.
No, well, yes, his little buddy, but hey, wherever I want to know what is the audition to be some of these male strippers, because like, bro, the ones that I have seen, I'm like, oh my god, bro, like, who are you fucking with that dick? Like, some of them, I'm like, that is a really big dick. Like, I want to know if that's part of the audition, like they measure their dick size or something.
I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of male stripper dicks,
Like,
honestly.
the flaccid ones, I don't know.
I
but the
saw
ones
I
at
saw
the
the
private
boys
parties,
at the Magic Mike show
Yeah.
/ Jake the Snake. And that was definitely Joliet's finest. I was like, oh, these women are here to see you guys.
Magic Mike.
Magic Mike, Joliet edition.
Nah. And then the other thing with the the male like strippers is they costume like their characters is always super lame.
Yeah.
You know
The
what I'm
cop.
saying? Yeah.
There's
like,
a noise complaint. Someone order a pizza, extra sausage. Those are just the ones I've seen on TV. Does that happen?
I'm sure it's not that far off. I imagine a guy in his first day show up in the police uniform and like, I have your pizza. Fuck.
The fuck is this cop delivering my pizza for?
but no, they're like a cowboy or some shit. like
Oh my god, we went to one of those. We went to one of those wine and paint things for a bachelorette party,
yeah.
and that was corny as fuck. So like they put us in this room and like pulled the curtain, and they're like, "We got a male model for you," and this dude was lame as fuck, like just so soft and doughy, just like, and a dude that the bride would like never ever fucking go after, like ever in a million years. And they're like, all right, paint this dude's dick. Like they literally wanted us to do like his torso and like his Speedo.
Hey, let me tell you something about the other thing about male strippers, and I don't know, I need them to understand this. Lose all that fucking oil. There is that during.
I don't want that on my clothes.
WWE wrestler.
I still gotta go. I'm still going somewhere after this, and I'm all oiled up now. What am I supposed to?
You fucking up my pores and shit. I need to go like. I need some Neutrogena. I need some like.
Can we go back to the hotel? Can you have the bus driver take us back to the hotel?
You
so I
done
can
ruined my silk
change
and
my
shit.
clothes?
I got stains on my fucking pants.
sash? Like you got grease on my sash. How is anybody gonna know I'm a bride?
I'm like, why
It's
is
like a towel, like it's a paper towel. Like gets stuck in the bag.
they look like they should be on a rotisserie rack? I'm like, why are you doing this shit? Why? What's with the oil? Why are you greasy like
so
this?
they can slide around, slip, slide. They can
And don't
slide
let
that,
them have that
they
tan
can
line.
Slide that thing across your leg.
And don't let them have the tan line.
They always have the tan line. Is that how we're gonna wrap it up?
Yup.
Oh wait, can I give a quick shout out?
Always.
I had a quick shout
Yeah.
out. And this will go to our normal theme of every week of doing like the theme song thing.
Mhm.
So recently, I have been watching Head of the Class. Do you guys know that show? You guys might be a little too young because I'm almost too young to have watched it.
Mm-mm.
All right,
Wait. This sounds familiar.
so it's on HBO Max. It's a show called Head of the Class. It's with, if you remember the show WKRP in Cincinnati, if you remember John Hessenman, who played what the fuck is his character's name on there? The dude with the mustache and the hair.
Little buddy.
Yeah, that little buddy. So he plays a teacher to this group of really smart kids from different backgrounds and they're different types of smart and shit like that. That was my show. So I just want to shout out to all the people. There was like 5 people who hit me up because I put it up on my stories
Mm-hmm.
about how much they got right. Like the conversations that they were having with these kids about like not just morals, and it wasn't corny, but just politics and like your thought process of why you're choosing to do certain things. They actually got that shit really right, and it's a really, really good. It's a really good. If you got HBO Max, it's on there. So I've been watching that, and it sparked so many conversations. Like I had a good 5 conversations about like old school TV shows and shit,
Mm-hmm.
and all of that. So that's honestly, I've watched like a few episodes. Like that's been my
Johnny
treat.
Fever.
Yes, Johnny. There you go.
Dr.
Thank you.
Johnny Fever.
Yeah. And yeah, like that's what I've been. So shout out to all those people who hit me up. I was like, oh my God, I love this show. Some of my teacher friends hit me up and was like, oh, this is like one of the influences of becoming a teacher. Like really, but it's a dope ass show with a bunch of like really smart geeks. But they're all different walks of life. Robert Gibbons was on there.
Oh, nice.
You know what I'm saying? And the people who really developed Nickelodeon, they were child stars on that show.
Okay.
And so they end up developing all of Nickelodeon's programming that became what it is today. 3 of them, actually. Yeah.
Wow. Do they have a good theme song? Do you remember?
The theme song is a little classical with a little jazz. It's instrumental.
Ooh.
And it shows him going through Charlie, the substitute teacher who becomes their main teacher for this IHP Independent Honors Program at Fillmore High School. And they it's a little cool like dun, 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 dun. It's like a whole like little jazzy, little classical, no words, just music. But it was a dope ass show. Really cool characters. Simone, the little redhead, was fine. Robin Givens was fine. Kimberly Russell was fine. Kimberly Russell dated fucking George Clooney. Yeah, she's gorgeous. Maria was fine. That's a good show, and their commentary was really good. So shout out to all the people who hit me up about that. Thank you for. I thought I was gonna people.
And the people in the chat who know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh, word! I haven't even been really reading the chat.
Yeah, that's who
like
knew
that.
who Johnny Fever was, and then Billy Connolly took over.
Yeah, and that season is meh. And if you continue to watch it, Rain Pryor, Richard Pryor's daughter, is on there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I think that we should end it with a smoke. With
Yes.
our folks.
Yes, everybody, I want you to grab your joint, your blunt, your bowl, your hitter, your
If you can.
whatever you can right now, and we're about to have our last toke of the show. This is a good way to end it.
Always.
Always
Good
with
way
a
to
good
start it. A
good way to end it.
A good way
And-
to be in the beginning.
and y'all gonna
and the
have
middle.
a great week this week. And the other thing is that if you ever have anything that you want us to talk about, hit us up.
Mm-hmm.
You can either
We'll talk about it.
yeah, either drop us a message, leave us a Facebook comment, Instagram
if you
comment.
have a recommendation for who should get a rose or who should eat a dick,
Yeah.
hit us up.
Or if you would like to give out a rose or a dick.
Yeah. We'll give out a rose or a dick for you.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hit us up, leave us a message on our thought line, text.
We got a good message on the thought line the other day.
We did. It was one of my cousins. My family wild.
Can I play it?
Yeah.
We're still hooked up, right?
This is
Yep.
This is one of my cousins who just got
This is Ellie Piggy. Why don't you talk to me, Kim? Huh? What's your problem with me? I'm a legend in these motherfucking streets.
I got this message and I was like, what did we do? Had no idea what we did.
I do want to talk to him about the time that he got kicked out of the casino.
Oh. in
That would be
Aurora?
it. Yeah, he got kicked out the Aurora casino because he was winning money.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he
should-
got. We called them Oceans for a while after that.
Yeah.
So yeah, hit us up with comments. Make sure you hit up the because y'all. I don't know if y'all actually listen to it or not. So I'm gonna remind y'all can buy merch at the Happy Corner. You know what I'm saying? Because we do
Yeah.
have the end part, but
Yeah.
for those
The
that
Happy
are on
Corner
Twitch.
Podcast.
Yeah.
.threadless.com.
Yeah. So make sure y'all get that merch. Y'all been looking good in it.
Yeah. Beautiful. You look stunning. Timmy, what about you?
You can follow me on Twitch. Adele and I are streaming tonight. We're on the last episode of Life is Strange, and I don't know if you're familiar with that game, but
It's intense.
it's a very intense game, and shit's going down. And it's really fun because it's a game where you have to make very tough decisions, which I put on Adele. So
And your viewers.
sometimes,
I might
yeah.
add.
Yeah.
I voted to kill someone once, so
Yeah.
I mean,
Wow.
yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
she asked for it,
Okay.
like literally. She was
Okay.
like, "Please kill me."
All right.
And
was
we're
in
like,
pain.
okay.
Okay.
I was being a bro.
All right. Well, no problems. I don't want no smoke.
I'll be probably streaming on Wednesday, like I do. I don't know what I'm playing yet. I just don't know, KB. What do you got going on? That's all I got going on until this podcast.
I'm doing a writer's session, and me and the homie Nelly are working on a quick little
Ooh.
mini side animated project just because I gotta get some funny shit off my chest.
I get it.
It's quick.
I'm
It'll
excited.
be quick.
I'm excited. Any project that involves KB Marion and Nelly Bob is.
I like doing big things. You know what I'm saying?
I know you do.
Push the boundaries.
I love the big.
Take it to
things
the
that you
next
do.
level. That's what we're doing with. That's what we do with the Happy Corner podcast here. We take it to the next fucking level.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
We
right.
doing big things and y'all about to know it. This is when, like, if you've ever seen somebody go on a coke rant, that's how it just out the blue happens like that. Like it's just
You
like you don't even know.
You're like,
We're about to take it to the next level. We're about to be, Tony Stark in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? They'd say reckless shit that doesn't mean anything.
Right.
Like that.
Doesn't really make any sense. I got it.
Yeah.
I got it.
But I had to give people that energy at the end of it. You know
I
what I'm saying?
appreciate that. Well, thank you everybody for hanging out with us on the Happy Corner podcast. We will see you in 1 week.
Yes.
Okay.
Bye.